Hi guys, welcome to another video. Hope you're all keeping well. Now for this video, I'd like to review a horror Blu-ray that I've just watched just tonight. It's from this year and it was directed by Jeff Wadlow, and it stars DeWanda Wise and Piper Braun, and that movie is called Imaginary. Okay then, guys, so you probably got an idea of the kind of nature this review is going to be. But enough on that for the time being. As per usual, I'll just read you the blurb at the back, just in case you're not familiar with this movie, and then I'll go on to talk about it further and give you my thoughts on the storyline as a whole. Okay, right. So now from Blumhouse and the Purge franchises comes a chilling, I don't know about that, a chilling tale of childhood and repressed memories of the past. After Jessica moves back into her childhood home in Louisiana with her family, the reappearance of an imaginary friend from her youth sets in motion a threatening scavenger hunt with Jessica's stepdaughter, Alice. As Jessica's memories begin to surface, aided by cryptic stories from an elderly neighbour about a portal to the spirit world, she realises the imaginary friend she left behind is very real, and very unhappy she left. So there you go, guys. That's the premise for the 2024 horror movie, Imaginary Friend. Okay then, guys, on to my thoughts now on the movie as a whole. Yeah, well, they won't be very much, I'm telling you now. Yeah, oh my God, I hated this movie, guys. It was boring. I did not like anything about it at all. I did not like the characters. I did not like the story. And I just thought it was a pretty ridiculous movie all round, if you ask me. And that bloody annoying whining kid, whine. I felt like saying, shut the... Well, you know what I mean. Shut the bleep up. Yeah. Oh, God, it was terrible, guys. I mean, I've watched some pretty bad horror movies in my time, but this takes the biscuit for being really just a piece of cack, really. I mean, like, that's how bad it was, guys. I'm not beating about the bush. I did have reservations about this, actually, because I know there's a couple of people that said they didn't like it, but I was in HMV yesterday afternoon. There wasn't really much there, I thought, and it kept hitting me all the time. And I thought, oh, well, I'll give it a go. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. And I thought to myself, if it is as bad as people say it is, I can have a jolly good rant, and a jolly good rant I'm having now in this video. Yeah, guys, it was. I'm not beating about the bush. This was terrible. I'm surprised I made it to the end, actually. It was that soporific, sleeping juice, and corny story, and annoying characters, especially that little girl. Oh my God, yeah. And the usual tropes. Now there was minimal tropes in it anyway. 95% of the movie was gab. Oh, God, and that's one thing I can't stand, not just in horror movies, guys, but any kind of movie. A lot of gab, and this had it in bucket loads, guys. I'm sorry to say. It was a load of bloody rubbish, it was. It really was. I'm either going to trade this into CX, or I'm going to flog it on the eBay. I know what I feel like. I feel like throwing it in a bloody bin. Where's the bin? Bullseye. You can't be so bitter bully on a Sunday. Yeah, but it's terrible, guys. It really was. So as I say again, this is a sorry case of the cover being much better than the actual movie itself. Another case of the proof of the pudding is in the eating. And oh God, there was not much to digest in this, guys. It was terrible. It was just a jumbled mess. A jumbled mess. I hated this, and as the movie neared the end, it went to a kind of like a Nightmare on Elm Street kind of surreal world, and that, like a portal and that, and if you were watching it, if you'd switched it on just over halfway through the movie, you'd think you were watching a Freddy Krueger movie, and those bloody cheesy special effects. Oh my God. What is it with these horror producers now? You've got to fall back on the same old cheesy special effects to try and squeeze a scare out of their audiences. Well, he didn't squeeze a scare out of me, and I know this movie didn't squeeze a scare out of other people who reviewed it. Yeah, and the way they left it open, I won't reveal the ending, but they left it kind of open ended, where there was suggestions that might be a possible sequel. Well, I'm telling you now, if there's a sequel to this, I won't be bloody buying it. I certainly won't be buying any sequels to this. I'm not going to watch this movie ever again. again. You know, if this was the last horror movie on earth, I think I'd dump it in the bin. That's how bad it was, guys. You know, I mean, I like movies like Talk to Me. Well, as you know, if you've watched my videos, you know how much I hated that movie. But this is a new rival, guys, to Talk to Me. It really is. For sheer mediocre crap. To be quite blunt, it was total crap. And I will never, ever, ever watch this movie again. I hated it. As I say, you know, I'm surprised I stayed awake. That it was that interminable, you know, gab, and, you know, the usual corny, the neighbour across the road, like, who knows a little bit about the paranormal, going on about, like, she gets this sort of, like, book and that, there's, like, demons in the book, and she goes into this long bloody monologue of it, oh, you know, this demon and that, you know, oh, it was terrible, guys. It was awful, you know, surely they could have made this better than that, you know, a better storyline. You know, you wonder how these scripts get accepted, you know, but oh, it's terrible, yeah. And even the colour, there was too many dark scenes and that, you know, and it was just not hardly ever happened, guys. It was just a complete bore fest from start to finish, guys. It really was. But I'm not trying to put you off. If any of you haven't seen it, don't take my word as written in stone. I don't profess to be an arbiter of it, you know, of horror movies and that. You know, I'm just saying, I'm just giving my opinion, what I thought of it, and what I thought of it. I thought it was a pile of bloody cack. Yeah, yeah. But there you go, guys. Yeah. So yeah, as I say, the characters, they were wooden. I did not invest in any of them, especially the main girl and that. You know, oh, she was dull as dishwater, guys. You know, and as I say, the actor, you know, this movie, it typifies like a scenario where you can't come up with a good story, and you rely on bloody, you know, like tired old tropes involving special effects and that, you know, bloody spiders and that, you know. Oh yeah, it was awful, guys. It really was. I think this must be one of the worst horror movies I've ever seen in my life, and that's saying something, because I've watched some pretty bad horror movies, and you'll all know, if you watch me rants videos and that, you know, how really bad some of the horror movies I have watched, and this is it in the top 10 now, guys, of really bad movies. This bloody and imaginary, yeah. You know, the imaginary friend trope, you can do good things with it, providing you've got a good plot, a good scenario, and strong, solid characters. But this story in this, it had nothing of the sort, guys. It was just, oh, it was awful. A jumbled mess is how I can best describe it. A jumbled mess. It did not pique me interest at all. It was just slow, yap. And that bloody whining kid. Oh my God, she was irritating as I'll talk about the boy in the house by the cemetery, and talk about the child in the Babadook. Oh, I think the kid in this was even more irritating than them. At least they had good stories through them, you know, but this had no story at all. You know, it was just, I don't think it really knew what it wanted to do with the plot, really, to be honest with you, you know. And it's just the type of movie where you'd have a better time watching bloody paint dry, you know. Yeah, okay then, guys, I've said enough. I've ranted enough now about Imaginary. Yeah, okay then, guys, on to my review of Imaginary. Should I bother? A big fat 0 out of bloody 10 is what I would give Imaginary. That's just my opinion. As I say, don't take my word in stone. Go and see it for yourself. Buy it, rent it, whatever. But I guarantee, if you're the kind of person like me that likes your horror stories with good atmosphere, solid characters, and a good story that grips you right to the end, I think you will be profoundly disappointed with Imaginary. But I'll leave it there, guys. Yeah. Okay then, guys. That's my little rant tonight of Imaginary. Have any of you guys seen Imaginary? I know there's a couple of you, you know, you're not too keen on it. But have anybody else seen it now? Do you share, you know, my thoughts and the thoughts of other people who've seen it? It was an awful movie, dull as dishwater. Leave your comments down below. But oh, yeah, guys, there was nothing to be had at all from this. You know, I didn't even seem like a horror movie in that, you know. And there's another weird scene as well near the end where the little girl and that, the sort of like the main protagonist, like they're having the usual battle with this supernatural force and that, you know, and he bursts into the room, and the little girl's like, it's got like an all pinky purple room. It's like she's gonna have the mother of all parties and that, you know. and they ask her something. I don't know what they ask her, and then she says like, yeah, why do I need that? I've got everything, and I've got a puppy, as if a puppy's the greatest thing in the world, and that, you know, like the crown jewels, are just the way she said it, guys. It was just bloody corny, and that, you know, it really was. Yeah. All right then, guys, I'll leave it there. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll go now. I'll sign off. Yeah. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your week. Well, the beginning of a new week. Yeah. So and the usual. You know, if you like the video, please feel free to share, subscribe, comment, and all going well. I should be back again very, very soon with another video. Take care. Bye for now.